What is going on, everybody? Tommy Sy here. Thank you for clicking on this video. Welcome to another Blu-ray update, my pickups for the month of March. And here we are, almost at the end of April, and I'm late as always. I really tried to be on time this month, believe me, I did, but it never goes according to plan. So here we are, as usual, better late than never. So we got, like I said, my March pickups. We got a big update this time around, you guys. I know the last few months had been going down a little bit. I think last month I had 30 something. Month before that was like 19, something like that. We got 52 in this update. So we're kind of going up, and I believe the month of April is going to be pretty big too. I think a lot bigger even than this month. And I got to tell you, I have gotten a lot of awesome stuff. I've been really looking through eBay and just really trying to find some gems and some really cool stuff that I've been after for a long time. And I've been really lucking out, finding some cool stuff. I cannot wait to do next month's update. But nevertheless, we're focusing on March's pickups. Like I said, 52 of them. Let's see what we got in this update. First and foremost, we have a big stack of Disney 4K. I've been trying to get more and more of my Disney titles converted over to 4K, and I don't want to spend a lot of money on it, but I was really lucky in the month of March to find some awesome deals on some 4K Disney for like 10 bucks a piece. Mostly through this one particular seller I found in my local marketplace online through Facebook. And he's got my contact information now, and he's going to continue to get a hold of me anytime he's got more Disney 4K and stuff like that, because he's selling them to me for 10 bucks with slips. So I found some fantastic stuff through him, and then also a few really good 4K titles at my local pawn shop, which we all know now I can't go there anymore, but I was able to find a few titles at the beginning of March when they were still open, and now of course all the pawn shops are closed down. But either way, I did get lucky. I got a big stack of that. Otherwise, we got a really kick-ass collector set in this update. It's been a while since I've had any of those. A few Steelbooks, big chunk of A to Z, a couple Scream Factories. We got a series in this update, a DC Marvel, and a few horror titles. So that's it for March. So what do you say we go ahead, quit talking, and get into the update? Let's go ahead and start with the Disney. Okay, so before we get into it, I just want to let you guys know, I hope you guys are cool with the lighting. I wanted to try something different in this update. Obviously I got my track lighting up there, so I figured I'd just turn my track lighting on and then some smaller lights, so it's not so bright, because I'm literally sitting underneath the dome lights up there, and it's always super bright. So if this works okay, let me know. You know, I can redo it the other way next time, but hopefully you guys can see everything well enough. So, but like I said, so these are all 4K Disneys that I either found. I think I got actually a couple on eBay too, but eBay, pawn shop, and some seller on Facebook. So we'll just skim through these, no particular order, but like I said, I'm really trying to get all the Disney 4Ks that are out so far in my collection and upgraded from Blu Ray. So first one up here, we got Up. First one up. That was great. Moana. Monsters University. Monsters Inc. A Bug's Life. Cars 2. Like I said, no particular order. Cars 1. Finding Nemo. Finding Dory. Ratatouille. Inside Out. Let me get into Zootopia. Princess and the Frog. Big Hero 6. Tangled. And then a couple live action here. Maleficent, and the live action Jungle Book. So yeah, as you can see, a big stack, and I don't think I paid more than $10 a piece for those. So I'm really happy now to start upgrading all the Blu-ray Disney that I have into 4K. I think there's about somewhere between 20 and 30 left I got to get to be up to date and current with all the Disney 4K. So just going to keep working on it and keep looking for the best deals. So let's move on. So that takes us to A to Z titles. I'm going to go ahead and start with the Amores first. Little double feature here that I picked up specifically for one of these movies that came to Blu-ray for the first time. But it's a double feature that Mill Creek put out with The Contractor with Wesley Snipes and The Fan with Wesley Snipes and Robert De Niro. The Fan is the movie that I wanted to get on Blu-ray. So like I said, this is the first time it's been released on Blu-ray in the US. Great movie. Wesley Snipes is a famous baseball player, and Robert De Niro is a big fan of his character. And it's just one of those movies where Robert De Niro kind of goes crazy because of how big of a fan he is, and then things get a little dark. It's a pretty cool movie. I'm glad to finally have it on Blu-ray. But like I said, the only way to get it on Blu-ray is in this double pack with The Contractor. I've never seen The Contractor, but I mean, I like Wesley Snipes, so you know, maybe I'll enjoy the movie. But either way, I'm just happy to have The Fan on Blu-ray. Next up is a movie that I've been wanting to order and have on Blu-ray for a long time, upgrade from DVD. A movie with Jason Lee and Julia Stiles, A Guy Thing. Super funny movie, not talked about a lot, but it's hilarious. And if you haven't seen it, give it a watch. It is so funny. It's been sitting in my Amazon cart for a really long time, and I decided just go ahead and you know, pull the plug and grab it. So really happy, and Blu-ray looks pretty good, the Blu-ray quality. So check this movie out. Next up here is another movie I've been after for a really long time to upgrade from DVD, a movie called Of Mice and Men, starring Gary Sinise and actually directed by Gary Sinise. Also has John Malkovich in this movie. It's set like way back in like the, God, I don't know, I want to say like the 30s or 40s or something. It's old school, but amazing performances by both of these guys, especially John Malkovich. Fantastic movie. I just go watch the trailer, read about it. I won't really get into it because I'll just go on and on and on how much I love this movie. But it is a fantastic movie that everybody has to check out. I mean, seriously, highly, highly recommend this movie. So happy I finally have it on Blu-ray. All right, getting into the slipcovers now for the A to Z. First one up here is the brand new collector edition from Shout Factory of The Wizard, put out in their Shout Select line. I'm so happy they announced this movie. Now, I've been waiting for this movie to come to Blu-ray forever because it's like in my top 10 favorite movies of all time. Grew up on this movie. Absolutely love it. Great movie from the, I think, late 80s, 89. Now, it finally came to Blu-ray about 2 years ago, and I was so happy to finally see it on Blu-ray, which, obviously I picked it up. And then last year at the San Diego Comic-Con, wow, couldn't get that out, Shout Factory announced that they were putting out a collector edition of this. And I was so stoked and really hoping that they would do a new art slipcover, which they did. And it's phenomenal, you guys. I just cannot talk about this slipcover art enough. But it is such a cool movie from the 80s. Like I said, it's all based around Nintendo and video games. Fred Savage is in this. If you haven't seen The Wizard, you are missing out. Next up, we got the newest Jumanji film, The Next Level. I haven't checked it out yet, but I'm kind of interested in seeing it because I really enjoyed the last one that they put out, which was called Welcome to the Jungle. Jess and I and the kids all went and seen it in the theater when that one came out, but I never saw this movie. It's got the same cast from the last movie, but I think they're different characters this time around, as far as from like what I see in the trailer. But I'm sure it'll be good because the last one was cool. So I am looking forward to seeing this. I didn't get the 4K of this. I just went with the Blu-ray. But yeah, looking to check that out very soon. All right, next up, we got the latest film from Adam Sandler, Uncut Gems. Wow, what a phenomenal movie, you guys. I did get a chance to watch this, and it's just amazing. kick-ass performance from Adam Sandler, and just goes to show that this guy can do anything, because it's a very different role for him. But wow, just super intense movie, an ending that I just did not see coming, that just blew my mind. But such a good movie. I highly recommend this. If you guys haven't seen this yet, wow, check this out. All right, now we're going to get into the A to Z 4K, and we all know these movies finally came to 4K, and I was so happy. I've actually watched every one of them already. I had a little marathon, and I got to say, they look absolutely just fantastic on 4K. Of course, the Star Wars movies. So I'll just kind of run down. You know, you guys have seen them in an unboxing that I did, but there's episode 1, Phantom Menace. Episode 2, Attack of the Clones. Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith. Episode 4, A New Hope. And I really like that they did the same artwork that they did the Blu Ray re-releases, but I think these are embossed. I don't think the other ones were. I think somebody told me that. But yeah, I mean, I believe that's the difference between the two, but just love them. Episode 5, Empire Strikes Back. Episode 6, Return of the Jedi. And then, of course, we got Rogue One, a Star Wars story. And then we got episode 7, Force Awakens. And then the newest one, episode 9, Rise of Skywalker. I already had Last Jedi and Solo on 4K, because those were the only 2 Star Wars movies that were on 4K before these came out. But I did hear that Solo and Last Jedi are getting these slipcovers sometime soon, probably in the next couple months, because they all came out on Blu Ray with those slipcovers, which included Last Jedi and Solo. I'm assuming they probably just didn't put them out right away because they were already on 4K, but they are, as far as I know, they are getting the 4K matching slipcovers, but no word on if Rise of Skywalker, hopefully at some point this one does too, but right now, being a brand new movie, they didn't do it. But either way, I really enjoy Rise of Skywalker. I will say this, second time watch, I saw it in the theater and I just loved it. Second time watch, it wasn't as good as the first time, but it's still a really good movie, and I'm sure I like it a lot more than most people. But anyways, yeah, so happy to see all the Star Wars films on 4K. Okay, so next up here is a movie that came highly recommended to me by Craig. No, haven't seen it yet. He's on me every day about watching this movie, because he said it's like one of the best war movies he's ever seen. Apparently he saw it a few times in the theater, but 1917. And I guess it's shot like it's the way it was filmed is pretty different and pretty cool. It's like all like one shot, apparently, is what he says. But yeah, haven't watched it yet, but I will soon. And I think he's the one that says that you got to get it on 4K, so had to grab it. And then the last A to Z title is Spies in Disguise on 4K. That seller I told you about on Facebook that sold me a lot of the Disney movies, he had this for $10 as well. Just asked me if I wanted it, and I figured, I'm like, well, for $10, yeah, I'll grab it. But I haven't seen this yet. It's that new animated film with Will Smith and Tom Holland. And I don't even know if the kids have watched this yet. They probably didn't even know I had it, but it's definitely something that looks like a lot of fun, and looking forward to check it out. And I'm sure being on 4K is going to look great. All right, you guys, I'm going to go ahead and show you my collector set now. So this is something that I saw was coming out, and I wasn't sure if it was going to be one of those things that you could find in store. I figured maybe you'd have to order it or something like that. And Best Buy ended up having it in store. I seen it, I passed on it, and the main reason was because I had a box set collection of this franchise already. I had the first one that I believe Welgo USA put out, I think. But then I seen this set, and I was like, you know what, I gotta get this, and I'll just replace the other one. And I still have them both. I haven't got rid of the other one yet because I like them both. I don't know, I'm crazy. But anyways, that is the Phantasm Sphere collection. And as far as I know, they had like 2 different ones. They had like a black box and a white box, and I'm pretty sure they were identical, but just different colors. And yeah, this was Welgo USA as well, so I'm pretty sure the last one was Welgo. But anyways, it's a really cool set, you guys. You get the sphere in here. I'll go ahead and just kind of get this opened up so you guys can get a, a closer look at the collection itself. But I keep it in the box because it just looks so cool the way it's displayed. But you just pull the top off here. And then right when you open it up, get a picture of the car there. Well, here's a look at the back. And then the sides. Cool set. So, you go ahead and I believe this whole thing just kind of slides out. I got to be really careful when I do this because I don't want to ruin it. Okay, I got everything out of the box, and that is a pain in the ass. So you guys, you got to be really careful when you when you take everything out of the box, because you could probably break it very easily. But Jess and Sadie are both sitting here, and they were laughing at me as I was doing it. So down at the bottom is where the movies are. Just this little pack thing, and then you just slide this out like a little slip box, and then here is the here are the movies. So, just open it up like a book. All the movies are just in here like that. Just cool. And you get, of course, all 5 movies. Probably get some bonus stuff too, I would think. Yeah, bonus disc at the end there. So yeah, so there's that. And then here's the sphere. And I believe, so this just kind of like sits in here in this little cardboard box. There's like a little hole there, so it just, rests on that. And then I believe at the bottom, in the bottom here, is where the pieces are. Oh, and then you also get this too if you want to take it out of the box. You can put your sphere on that and display it that way too, which I just keep it in the box. But then here are the 2 pokey things, whatever you want to call them. And they just slide in little slots. So let me just put them in real quick. And there you go, fit. So pretty sweet. So I mean, at least this way, if you took it out of the box, you could display it like that, with the spikes on it. That would look cool. I could do that probably if I wanted to, but I just keep it in the box. So yeah, really cool set. Like I said, I don't know if I'm going to get rid of the other one, because the other one is like all individual Amaries, and I like the look of that one. So, I mean, I don't really have a reason to get rid of it. Being a collector, it'll be just cool to keep both of them. So, I don't know, we'll see. But either way, really cool set. It's not that much. I think this set is $100 at Best Buy. Well, at least it was when I bought it, so it could even be cheaper. So definitely go check it out if you guys are a fan. It's pretty cool looking. And also let me know if you guys ever were able to find the black one, because I never saw the black box one. And like I said, I'm pretty sure it's the same thing. But I'd be curious to know if you guys, maybe found the black edition. So let me know down below. All right, so moving along, we're going to get into the series, which I only got one here, and that is the complete second season of Titans. You guys know I just collect every one of these DC shows, so this was the next one that came out, and it really wasn't that expensive. When it first came out, you guys know I like to wait on these a little bit, but after I sold the code, I didn't pay much for this. Like, I think maybe 12 bucks or something like that. But yeah, a show that I'll get around to probably, me, in the next 20 years or so. Moving on to my DC Marvel category, which I only got one. It is DC, and that is the latest edition in the DC universe, DC animated universe, Superman Red Sun. So, I don't know, never really know much about these. I just get them when the new ones come out, just for the collection. And I can't do an update with one of these without saying what I always say. One of these days, I'm going to watch all these movies, and they're going to be amazing. Everybody talks about how awesome these animated films are, and yeah, hopefully one day. Okay, you guys, getting into the horror titles now. We're going to go ahead and start with the only 2 Amaries I got here, and they come in these nice thick cases. So these are put out by RLJE Films. I meant to get these this past Halloween because I wanted to watch them at Halloween time, and then I never got them, and then they went out of stock on Amazon, but now they're finally back in stock. That is the All Hallows Eve movies for the first time on Blu Ray. At least on individual releases. I think like they might have, one of these might have been, I think this one might have been a Blu-ray with a like a double feature or something like that. But I've been really interested in checking these out because the first one here, this Art the Clown character, you guys might know from like the Terrifier movie. Apparently that character, Art the Clown from Terrifier, was originally in this movie first. And these are anthology films. And then, of course, we know Terrifier just made one full movie just based on the Art the Clown character. But I love Terrifier, and I didn't know originally that this was the case, that Art the Clown was originally in this movie. But I guess he was played by a different actor, as far as I know. And I have heard that they're actually making a Terrifier 2 coming out. But anyways, like I said, they look like fun movies, cool Halloween anthology films. So definitely we'll get onto these this Halloween. So cannot wait. All right, next here we're going to get into the horror slipcovers. We got The Grudge, The Untold Chapter. I don't know if that's actually part of the title, but from producers Don't Breathe, the producers of Don't Breathe and Evil Dead. So this is like, I guess you would call this the second remake, because The Grudge that came out with Sarah Michelle Gellar, you know, back in the day, whenever that was, I believe that was a remake from like an Asian film, I guess, from what I heard. But now we got another remake. I'm sure it's going to be garbage, but you know, when it comes to horror, I collect a lot of things just for the collection. And, you know, I kind of like the last Grudge movie. It was okay. So I just figured, yeah, heck, go ahead and grab this new one here. I mean, it's got Lin Shaye in it, which I love Lin Shaye in all the horror films that she's in. I think she does great. John Cho is actually in this. So, yeah, it probably is garbage, but we'll see. Next up is another remake of a remake, and that is Black Christmas. Craig saw this, said it was horrible. From Blumhouse, the producer of Get Out and Halloween. But yeah, this movie apparently is horrible. Now, the first remake that came out in the early 2000s, I think, that was a cool remake. And of course, the original from the 70s, I love. But this one, I guess, was just very different and very stupid from what I heard. But I gotta get it because I'm a collector. Okay, so the last horror pickup is a movie with Elijah Wood called Come to Daddy. There was something about this movie that looked really interesting to me, and I was really excited to check it out. So me and my stepdad watched it, and it was really weird. That's all I can say about it. But, you know, even when I see weird movies, I always, you know, hope that we get like a cool ending at least. And the ending was just, it wasn't what I wanted. I'll just say that. But really unexplained things throughout the movie I don't know. I mean, it's worth a watch if you're a fan of horror movies, but just kind of strange, just a strange movie, some weird twists and stuff. And yeah, I don't know what the deal was with Elijah Wood's haircut in this movie, but it's, like I said, it's worth a one-time watch at least. All right, that takes us to the Scream Factories. I got two of them here, one regular Scream Factory and a collector edition. So the first one up here is Bones with Snoop Dogg. Finally got a Blu-ray release. This is fairly new. And yeah, you know, it wasn't a movie that like I loved or anything, but it was kind of fun. And when I seen that it was coming to Blu-ray for the first time from Scream Factory, I'm like, I got to pick it up. I got to get it. So for those who may not know yet, Bones is now on Blu-ray. Okay, and then the collector edition, April Fool's Day. This is March's release, and we've already got one in April too, which you guys will see next month. But yeah, I mean, it's a movie that I saw many, many years ago. I don't remember a lot about it, but I still thought it was a pretty cool title for Scream Factory to get for the collector edition line. Cool art on the cover there. Kind of neat, but yeah, I mean, it's just recent collector edition, had to pick it up. So let's go ahead now and end with our final category. All right, ending things with Steelbooks. We got three of them. First up here is a just a badass steelbook, you guys. I was so happy to see when when it got announced, and I just had to jump on the pre-order. So this was released by Zavi exclusively through Arrow Video. They've done that a few times, but that is the steelbook for the original Candyman. First and foremost, just look at the colors and the art on that, you guys. So Candyman has never been on a steelbook before, so I was so happy to see that Arrow and Zavi was collabing on this. But just so cool. I mean, just the colors are just awesome. But there's the front, nice little silhouette on the back there. Here's the spine, and then the inside, kind of cool disc art. You also get this little like Chicago Dispatch, like a newspaper article booklet thing, which is kind of cool. Arrow always does cool stuff like that. And then you just got some like fire and stuff in the inside art. But yeah, I love this steelbook. I was so happy when they announced that this was coming out. So I'm pretty sure you probably could still get it. You'd have to order through Zavi. But if you guys are interested, definitely check that out. All right, next up here, Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker. You know, I had to get the steelbook of this. I got a steelbook for every single Star Wars movie, so yeah, had to get it. But yeah, this is the 4K exclusive from Best Buy. Pretty cool looking steelbook. We got Kylo on the front there, and then we got Rey on the back. The writing on the front here is debossed. That's kind of cool. But here's the spine. And then the inside, gotta love this shot. Just you get Poe, Finn, Rey, and Chewbacca all in the cockpit of the Falcon. So neat. Okay, and then the last steelbook and the last pickup for this update. And that is a little steelbook gem here that I've been looking for a long time. And every time I came across it on eBay, it was just too much money, you know, more than what I wanted to pay. And I, you know, just waited it out, and I lucked out and found a cheap one on eBay. It wasn't that much. And that is the steelbook for Dick Tracy. Such a cool steelbook. I just love the steelbooks that have the borders. It's just so cool looking. But big fan of this movie when I was younger. Saw it in the theater when it came out with a buddy of mine. It's the spine. And we got a cool shot in the inside of like Dick Tracy looking through the city. Cool. But yeah, it's a steelbook that I knew existed, but like I said, I mean, it was always like really expensive. I wasn't going to pay like almost $100. I was like, no, not going to happen. But yeah, I found a really, really good deal on this, and I couldn't let it go. All right, everyone, that'll do it for this Blu-ray update. All my pickups for the month of March. And yeah, it's almost the end of April, and I'm going to need to do April's pickups very, very soon. And I'm going to try my hardest, you guys, to try to get it out earlier next month. I know I promise it every time and I never do it, but I'm really going to try hard to get it done, you know, within the first week of the month, hopefully. So, but it's going to be a big one. I'm pretty sure it's going to be way bigger than this update because, like I said, I've just been looking and searching for a lot of really cool stuff that I've been after for a while, and I've really lucked out a lot on some really cool stuff. So I cannot wait. It's going to be one of my best updates in a long time. I cannot wait for you guys to see everything. So like usual, anything that you see in this update that I might have done an unboxing for, I will put down in the description box so you guys can get a better look at everything. Other than that, that'll do it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, give it a thumbs up, hit the like button down below, drop me a comment, let me know what you guys think of the pickups for the month of March. Let me know if there's anything cool that you guys found in the month of March. You know, the last month where we could actually go shopping in a store looking for movies, and now we really can't. We just have to order everything, and these days, post office is taking forever. Amazon is taking forever. It really sucks, but we all got to just hang in there, and we'll get back to reality hopefully soon. So other than that, you guys, I hope you, again, enjoyed the video. Share the video if you haven't. Subscribe if you haven't. We'll see you next time. Thanks so much for watching.